In this video, I'll be making a bar stool using only one 2x4. I started by making the legs, and before I made any cuts, I set the miter saw to 5 degrees. Then I cut off two 23-inch pieces off the 2x4. And notice I flipped the board every other cut so that the 5-degree bevel on the top and bottom of the legs are parallel to each other. Now I'm at the table saw to cut off the round over and rip each piece down the middle to get my 4 legs. Next, I'm setting my blade on my table saw to 5 degrees and 3/4 of an inch high to cut a dado in each leg 7 inches up to hold a center brace I'll be making later. But this is not needed. If you wanted to, you could just screw the center brace on. Now I'm making the cross brace to hold the legs together, so I'm cutting off a piece of the 2x4 to 2¼ inches, also at 5 degrees, but this time not parallel. And just like the legs, I'll cut off the round over and then rip the piece down the middle. Next, I mark out and cut the half laps in each piece to make the cross brace. At this point, I have about 37 inches of 2x4 left, and I need to make the seat, so I cut 3 12-inch pieces with no bevel. And that is what is left of my 2x4, so yeah, I was cutting it pretty close. Now with my 3 pieces, I cut off the round over again and rip them into 9 1-inch pieces, which I only need 8 of to make a 12x12 seat, but if you wanted to, you could use the extra one to make a wider seat. Once the glue dried, I used my low-angle jack plane and a card scraper to clean the glue off and just flatten everything. And now I'm just cutting everything square with the miter saw. You could just leave the seat square, but I wanted a circle, so I cut it out with the jigsaw and cleaned it up with the orbital sander. And now I'm chiseling out a shallow slot to hold the legs. Now all the pieces are done, so now I'm just gluing everything together. I sanded everything flush and sanded up to 220. I also decided to give the seat a slight round over to make it more comfortable. And I finished everything with polyurethane.